Dime, esto es lo que tú querías. Yo soy fino, esto es trap de galería. Tú eres un charro, Rocky de aquí, una porquería. Yo un campeón, Rocky Marciano, Rocky Balboa, Rocky Balbía. Tengo la ruta, tengo la vía, sí, tengo la vía.
Up, everybody? We are back at the Snuck here podcast. Review for February 12th. Hey, we got a jam-packed show for y'all today. We got Shamar Ali sneaking back in here. We got Drea Scott, aka Nike, sneaking back in here again. But before I dive in, let me bring in my partner in crime, Cirque Money, to the table so we can get things rolling like we always do.
Party people.
What up, man?
Your boy is here. Hey,
what
man.
Up, man?
I'm ready to get into this.
Hey, I changed the theme of the intro to Bad Bunny just to piss you off.
Yeah, I know you did that deliberately. I know.
I did it just to piss your ass off. Hey, but let's hey, I feel like we actually starting a little bit on time today, so I'm feeling a little good about today. I'm excited. We got two bona fide stars in the building today. You know what I'm saying? Let's bring them to the stage. Let's bring Shy to the stage. Shamar Ali. Yeah, Shy.
We over here, y'all. What's up? What's up? We got Shamar Ali here with this Story Hill Hood podcast. How are you gentlemen doing?
Doing excellent.
Good.
Fantastic. And our second lady that's going to join the show again, her making her second appearance. She was in How the Man. I mean, people was like, "Where's she at?" And I was like, "I don't know. She busy. Can't bring it back." You know, we had to book it. She costs a lot. We got Drea Scott back to the stage.
Hey guys, we back in the building. Happy to be here.
What's going on? How you been, Miss Lady?
I'm doing it down here in Texas with the summertime weather. Sorry for everybody up north, but we'll send it there in a little bit. Just stick with us for a little bit.
The weather was beautiful. The weather was beautiful. I can't lie.
You and Q, ever since y'all have made y'all way down there to old TX, y'all always want to rub it in. Oh man, it was real nice today. How was it for y'all?
I mean, like we anything summertime Shy kicks off, we sit here and be real quiet. It's okay. Let us have it for right now.
Okay.
Hey, we just got through a blizzard, man. That's all I can say. We just got through a blizzard, so we needed that. We needed today.
Don't do it, sir.
Okay, I was going to say something. I ain't gonna say it.
It was Alaska here, but we okay.
Okay.
Hey, so we got a lot of things that went down. We got a lot of things that went down this week, extended week, because it's been a little bit since we did a weekend review that we want to talk about. Of course, we had the Super Bowl, so we definitely gonna get to that. We had a couple of breaking news stories, pretty big ones that we're gonna get into. Then we do got two topics at the end that we're gonna break into after Circus Corner. But before we do that, I want to know one thing that you are searching to do this year in your life. We're gonna start with Cirque Money. What's a big thing you want to accomplish?
A new repetitious stream of revenue.
A new repetitious stream.
And what I mean by that is, I started to taste a form of financial freedom when I actually started making money in my sleep. I used to think that people who said that was just like on some braggadocious, like, you know, flexing type shit, whatever. But it really is a different kind of it's a different kind of feeling in terms of like with your career or profession when you actually can generate money when you're asleep. So I'm just trying to set up another form of repetition income where I can make money in my sleep.
I need to learn how to make money in my sleep. I like that. I like how that sounds. I want to be a part of it. Yeah, tell the people where you can do that at. Dre, just real quick before you go over what your answer. There's two different comment chats. I can't see your screen, but there's the private chat and there's comment chat. You're trying to talk to people, but you put it in the private chat, so we can't see you.
I got it handled. We good.
I didn't want you to think you was typing to people when they was ignoring you. No.
See how he be calling me out?
I was helping. I wasn't calling nobody out. That wasn't my goal.
We good.
All right, what you got for us?
For this year, I'm in a place of peace right now, and I just want to do an abundance of peace and whatever that looks like in relationships and friendships and career. I just want to continue to increase the peace that I have, because this right here is priceless. I love it. That's it. And it's credit. It costs nothing to be kind to people, and that's a different type of peace as well.
That's a fact. And in fact, I'm gonna take a shot for that. That's a good one. Take a shot for that one. Shamar, what you got?
My sis doing a libation right now.
First.
All right. Mine is definitely I'm working towards a real estate license still. I already passed my real estate exam, so I'm about to go ahead and get the licensing exam. So we
okay
doing that, and also a couple of my shorts got over 1,000 views in less than 20 hours. So we gonna keep with the YouTube, expediting up, and of course just want to support every last one of y'all, and help everybody get to the next level. And I'll see y'all at the top.
Absolutely.
Room for all of us. I
need to get back. I need to get back on your pod. It's been too long. I need to be a special guest.
It has been. I've been doing reaction videos lately because there's been so much stuff going on. So
facts.
Just reacting to stuff.
All right, let's jump into it. Let's get to the nitty-gritty of it. So first topic, easy peasy. We all from Chicago, so we're just gonna talk about it real quick. Chicago is moving back to the July timeline where it's supposed to be. Since 2003 has been in September, which I thought was horrible. I thought that was the worst thing ever for them to take Chicago in September, and they finally moved it back to July. Now, as I'm saying this, though, I will note that I hate the taste of Chicago, so this is weird to me. Like, I don't like to be. I'm gonna tell you why I hate it. I'm gonna tell you. I love that they put it back where it's supposed to be, just because I felt the type of way that it wasn't. But the reason I hate it is because it's like 3 million people, and I don't want to be around 3 million people crammed. And they overcharge you for the same shit that I can just go to the real restaurant and get for a fraction of the price. I know where Grant Park is. I've been there. I don't have to, pay, 3 times the price for a Maxwell Street Polish. That's just my thought process on it. But go ahead.
Is this current LaQuinn who doesn't want to go to the Taste of Chicago? Like 20 years ago, LaQuinn, did you like the Taste of Chicago?
First of all, since we saying my whole government, rock it out. LaQuinn went one time. Got it out of his system, and I was cool with it. Like some things I only had to do once. All right, that was cool, and I never had to do it again. The Taste of Chicago is one of those. I think the Taste of Chicago is more for tourists than Chicagoans, but maybe I'm wrong.
I used to go just to be a horn dog.
What you about to say?
What?
Yeah, I used to go. I could go get me a brand new fit from the Lark. What was that? At North nigga side. Give me a new fit. Go down there. Have your little trusty little phone book and say, all right, let me see how many numbers I can get up in here today. See, I wasn't going there to eat. I was going there to hunt.
Fair. I was going there for both. How about that?
Okay.
Oh man, we got a wild crew. We got a wild crew tonight.
Don't we? But
Of
let's
course,
not
that's
forget,
what we do.
the Taste of Chicago was also brought to us because there are areas in Chicago that we just don't go to. So how do we recognize these restaurants, these pop-ups even, if we don't have any representation? So the Taste of Chicago is really a one-stop shop. So you can see what else is in Chicago. Chicagoland, let's say that, because we know that some of those restaurants ain't really in Chicago.
Y'all see all these people? Hold on. Y'all see all these people?
We do.
You know the world we living in today. This is like just this is just perfect for pickings. Like you right there. Too much shit pops off in the world for me to go in a crowd like that and stampedes. You ain't about to Travis Scott me. It's not about to happen. it's just not about to happen.
Very fair.
Wow.
Do we all agree that they started to change things within the Taste of Chicago to keep the black kids from the South and West Side from coming? I'm sorry, you went out, Drill.
I said, how so? Let's talk about it.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Like one, they I think one of the first things they stopped was the day that they did the fireworks. And then another thing they started implementing was like curfews. And then they changed it to where it used to be around the 4th of July, but then like you said, they moved it to September, right? So it just felt like they were doing a lot of things to try to stop a certain demographic that was populating the Taste every year, because they were trying to cater to a different demographic per se. Are we all in some agreement? So I'm crazy for thinking that.
You're not, but for full transparency, we know what go down when the kids are around.
Okay.
But let's just say that we stay with me. We know what goes down now when kids are around. You know what I mean? So for the tourists that are coming to Chicago, they don't see that mess. We don't want them to see that mess. Or Chicago is no longer what we remember to be the Taste of Chicago. Now, on the flip side of that, you got, is Lollapalooza still going to be in July?
It's typically in August.
In August? Listen, the lineup from June, July, August, it's the epitome of summertime shy. So why would I invite an environment to this festival that's world renowned for it to be messed up by kids that don't understand the sanctity of just having a good time? Am I being too old school here?
No. Because I'm about to say me and Cirque, I think we flipped all of a sudden, because I don't agree at all. I think kids is bad as hell. I feel like, especially they get out there nowadays. Like, you gotta think, back in our days, we didn't have Ubers and Lyfts and all that shit. Like, it's easy for them to get around now and go out there with no adults. And when there's no adults, they gonna act a fool. And I mean, what you saw what they did last year when they took over the downtown and was just wrecking cars and shit. It's like, no, I don't blame them for that. Like, they have to get some shit in order. And as much as I want to, agree with you with that statement, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Understood.
All right. Well, I digress. That was just an in and out on the Taste of Chicago. So I don't know. I don't like it. I still don't like it. I'm not gonna go there and get my shit. So, all right. In sad news today, not today. We lost a legendary actress. Man, this one hurt, because she wasn't like a mega star, but she's just that actress that's in everything, in all the classics. Catherine O'Hara, we lost her on the 30th of June. Not June, January. I wish it was June. 30th of January, we lost Catherine O'Hara. Best known for her roles in Beetlejuice, Home Alone, Schitt's Creek, which is hilarious. If y'all haven't watched Schitt's Creek, watch that show. It is. I mean, just an overall like pleasant person. Even like if you see her in interviews and things like that. I was just watching the John Candy documentary, because they did a big thing. Like, she's Canadian, so they had like a Saturday Night Live thing up there. And I mean, she just comes off as like a genuine person. And I think everybody in Hollywood is weird. Like, this is my thing. I don't trust Hollywood. She seemed like a normal person. And it's crazy. She died at the age of 71 from a pulmonary embolism. So a blood clot in the lungs, which is scary as shit because you're fine one day and then all of a sudden it's done. But we can just go around the table. And like my favorite role for her is Beetlejuice. I would love her in both Beetlejuice movies. That was mine. What about you, Shamar?
Actually, I liked her in this episode from Tales from the Crypt where she was a lawyer and she was chasing the next story. And it was so good. She played it so well because she was some hot shot big time. And by the end of the episode, she had flip-flop and now she was the victim that needed representation. And it was so good. I miss her for sure.
She hit us with a deep dive. Okay, Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt. I gotta go back and check it out now. Is it on HBO? Can I watch it on HBO?
It is not on HBO. I do not know why Tales from the Crypt is not on HBO, Max.
How is it not on HBO? That's crazy. Hold on, let's not get off topic though, my man. We'll talk about that later. Hey, Drea, what you got?
Now, I have to go with the very first movie that I saw in the theaters, which absolutely was Home Alone. So to see that back when I was a kid, but also resurrected in the commercials with Kevin Hart, just priceless. I think it took me through a period of nostalgia of her screaming, Kevin. Do we got the ad-lib at all? It don't matter who you're with, what country you're in, if somebody screams, you already know what it was. It was like a tagline. You knew who it was. You knew what movie it was from. But even seeing her transition from that mom over to Schitt's Creek mom.
Yes.
Yeah. Schitt's Creek is
just
good.
Amazing.
Yeah. Schitt's Creek is good. Like that is a funny ass show.
That's actually my favorite thing with her. It was Home Alone up until Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
That comedy that came out of nowhere. And it was like the comedy show that we didn't know that we needed. And the chemistry with all of them was perfect. She was excellent for that role. I hate the way that she went out, but you mean living a Hollywood life to go out in your 70s? I would say that is a blessing in itself. She didn't get caught up with the drugs, rock and roll, all that type of stuff.
Right. She was normal. I forget what's the dad's name in that show, Schitt's Creek. You know the real name? But everybody knows him because of the eyebrows.
American Pie, yeah.
The American Pie dad, yeah. Well, again, that's that. They all work together on the I don't know the name of it, so I'm just calling it the Canadian SNL. But that's with him, her, John Candy, all of them. So they all have rapport. They've been working with each other for 50 years on it. Macaulay Culkin. Oh my! Look, I don't even have tear ducts no more. Like I just don't have them. But Macaulay Culkin wrote something on his Instagram that his thing. I was like, I don't know it. So it's a paraphrase, and he was like, "Mom, I thought we had more time. I have so much more to tell you. I just want to sit in the chair with you." And I was like, "Damn!" It hit because you got really. He was like, what, 5 or not 5? He was like probably 8 or something when
8 or 9. Yeah.
Came out. Yeah, and so. What he wrote, I was like, man, I'm in my feelings about this. Like, this is crazy. But anywho, I don't want to dwell on the dead, but R.I.P. She was a legend.
She was a legend.
She was a whole legend out here. And yeah. Anywho, let's talk about geriatrics and geriatric rappers. I'm sick of it.
Oh God.
I'm sick of it. I don't blame Ja Rule on this one. Actually, I don't blame Ja Rule at all about this beef no more. I have moved Ja Rule out of the beef. Ja Rule just ain't no punk when it comes down to it. Like if you step to him, he gonna step back. But this, I'm not gonna say the word because I'm trying to bring down our quota on the N-word. Okay,
on the N-words.
This geriatric Negro here, Tony Yayo, who's only famous because he's friends with 50 Cent.
Right.
Y'all are on a Delta flight in first class, living your best life. Somehow Ja Rule gets put in the seat in front. Well, they get put in the seat behind him, and then they act a fool on the plane. They have to move Ja Rule onto a later flight. And then Tony Yayo and what was it, Uncle Murder?
Uncle Murder, yeah.
Uncle Murder. Get a new name. You're 70 years old at this point. Like are talking about this is the pillow that Ja Rule threw at me. Now every video I've seen shows Ja Rule stepping at these two. First of all, Ja Rule's like 5'5", and he was by himself. So there's no way you can flip this and be like, I'll punk Ja Rule. Like I just don't think so. But like I'm sick of 50 Cent and his whole entire like stick. Like that's it. Well, who wants to speak on
it? Y'all mind if I go real quick?
Please.
Okay. All of us probably have experienced this once or twice in our life where somebody we cool with is into it with somebody else, and it seems like by default we are in the midst of their BS, right? So this whole thing with Tony Yayo, Ja, 50, all of them, it was really something Ja was initiated in. It was something he never really had an issue with 50, with both of them being from Southside Jamaica, Queens. All this starts from two other people, Preem and Irv Gotti. Yeah. And by Preem allegedly being the one that put the hit out on 50 and Irv Gotti being best friends with Preem, it automatically by default made Ja on the opposing side as well. Right. Now let's fast forward, okay? I thought that was some sucker shit that 50 did when Irv Gotti passed, when he had like the little casket sitting next to him talking about I'm smoking on that Gotti pack. That was lame. I felt this was ultra lame. Y'all are on the flight coming back from the Super Bowl. Okay, you're coming back from the Super Bowl in first class. And instead of just saying, like, you know what, I ain't finna say nothing to this nigga gonna say nothing to me, like, just, you know what I'm saying, just let it be what it be. Y'all almost ended up on the federal do not fly list because y'all trying to still portray this, you know, this gangster personality when you only really doing it to get a hand clap from 50. You hoping that 50 taught you some doggy treats because, oh, look what I did. I was so disappointed in Yayo for doing some shit like that. It's like, yo, bro, when you get to a certain age, if you ain't hurt me physically yet, just let it go. Just let it go. It's lame.
Shocked? I wasn't shocked at all.
And Ja, a lot of people be forgetting he be in the gym. I think Ja Rule could have really rocked both of them.
Ja Rule would have rocked them both.
If it would have came down to it, Rule would have got him because Uncle Murder and Yayo, they're not getting up at 4 a.m. worried about their cardio.
Let's not even talk about Uncle Murder because honestly, I don't even know who the fuck he is in real life. Okay. I only know who Yayo is because he 50 put him on like 2 songs. So we don't even gotta talk about Uncle Murder. Like he's just the nigga that was sitting next to Yayo throwing pillows. So like, I'm mad that we gotta talk about this, but the ladies, y'all got anything to say about this topic?
Shy.
I ride with 50 Cent with all due respect. 50 Cent, he just taking a classic page out of the Power Book. And if you know anything about the Robert Greene Power Book, 50 Cent be right on cue, right on point with what he do, his execution. 50 Cent doesn't have to do anything to Ja Rule because he got his goons to go do something to Ja Rule. His beef is everlasting. It will never, ever end. And Ja Rule is a person that he could crush completely, but like, why? Why? You make more money, you get more views, you get more shine this way. So it all roads lead back to 50.
Well, we got 2 sides of the coin. We got the Ja side and the 50 side.
Ah!
The side and the 50 side. Drea, what you got?
I'm at the point where these men are approaching 60, if not over 60. Exactly. I know Ja's in his 50, etc. Exactly. When we talk about people being geriatric and being old and they shouldn't be doing this, age does not dictate foolery. It does not. Okay. So for those of you that are tuning in, let me get a little bit closer to you. For those of you that are tuning in, do not think because you're older that you ain't with the shits. Because you're always going to be with the shits. Now, when you're a celebrity, the shits have to be a little bit filtered, but this is a little bit personal, especially on a plane. Okay. And you know that we all get these things. We are recording everything. So Ja did what was right, because at the end, if 50's going to make a spotlight on it, and if you're going to put me in your spotlight to get me more streams, put money in my pocket, let's play chess, not checkers. All this stuff is going to continue to go until these men, I'm not doing it in word, are in wheelchairs, and they still going to be rapping. They still going to be talking mess. And guess what? We're still going to be listening to it. So shenanigans keep happening. You listening, I'm rocking and rolling. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
You said it great. Brilliantly put.
I'm with it. I just don't like old people. Like, why y'all got money? Like, go get your money and go home. Go, like 50's. I kind of get what you're saying, Shy, because 50's whole thing of getting money is him trolling people. That's kind of just how he rocks. So, but it's like he'd be taking shit. It's his goon squad. It's not even him. Like, he just, but they know they have to do that to stay on 50's side, on his good side. They gotta keep it going, gotta keep it pushing.
They better
to do that.
This
Man.
Be like, yeah.
Dre, your mic is going out. Your finger on the mic.
My bad. That means I'm talking too loud. Let me be nice and pretty with it. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
That laptop is like, whoa, what's going on? You get a little hot side, Jamal.
Having a moment.
I'm never this loud, so let me just be nice and cute. Hi.
Oh man. All right, let's move on. Next topic of the day. Man, it was a busy week, man. News anchor Savannah Guthrie's mother was abducted in Tucson, Arizona. I believe she's 84? 84? Yeah, 84 years old. Nancy Guthrie was abducted from her home on I had my notes. Was it the first? Yes,
Yeah,
February 1st. February 1st, she was abducted with her home. Right now, there are ransom notes coming from all over the place. No one knows if it's legit or if it's fake or not, what's real. Savannah Guthrie and her siblings are ready to pay for it, but I just think this is a terrifying story. Like, let me start this one off, because look, there's a reason my mother lives in Memphis, and I'm trying to get my mother to Dallas ASAP to move here because she's too far away from me. Like, I gotta have my eye on her. Like, you know, she's getting up there in age, and I gotta have my eye on her, because you know, she live in a big house by herself. Yeah, there's people in her, you know, in her surroundings, but she lives by herself predominantly. And if something like this happens to my mother, I'm burning down the world. I'm not gonna be as nice as Savannah Guthrie. Not saying that she's not going through her thing, but she's a public figure. Like, I'm going to every door to door until I find out like what's going on. Too many people got Ring doorbells, so this is what's throwing me off about this. The guy came, he took the Ring doorbell, but like your neighbors don't got the Ring doorbells. Like, we don't see the car or nothing like that. It's just a crazy story. I'll pass it to whoever wants to take it. But it's a crazy story, man. This
is indeed a sensitive topic, and I hope that you guys can hear me. It's sensitive because all of us have a mom. It's inevitable. We all have a mom, right? And to still be on air, on the public light, knowing that your mom is still out there and you can't put hands on her. I don't ever want to imagine this ever. Now, I really didn't know who Savannah was, just being transparent. So to kidnap her mom, it seems like there's a bigger story that we don't know about, especially for ransom. So what is it that we don't know about?
I think it's an inside job.
Let's talk about it.
There was some suspected, some suspected points that was going towards the brother-in-law of Savannah. The FBI said that he was a possible person of interest. I don't know if they completely ruled him out, but it just seems like what you said, with there being so many forms of technology and cameras, I don't think that they are publicly telling us everything because they're trying to work behind the scenes to to get her back. But it's damn near impossible to live in a residential neighborhood and you can't go house to house and ask people for the cloud footage from their ring cams. I don't understand how that is possibly how you not going to see a car drive out of this driveway. They didn't pick this 84-year-old woman up and lift her, so a car had to go down that block.
Yeah.
And where like what neighborhood are you living in that's like, I'm sorry, like if I got Savannah Guthrie's money, my mom in a gated community, like a double gated community. Like you shouldn't be able to just sneak my mama out of no neighborhood like that. Like it just doesn't make, like, this whole thing doesn't make sense to me. And look, I'm not a conspiracy theorist at all. I'm not that guy. But I don't even want to say it because I'm sure a lot of people think it. But so there's 3 siblings. There's Savannah, and then her sister, and then her brother. And me listening to their pleads, for their mother, I don't know. Maybe it's just how I think I would approach it. It's just it's voided of emotion that I think is there. Like where is the, like, nobody was crying. Nobody was like, I don't know. Somebody should cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna lie. Oh,
that's why I see it. Someone's not telling us something.
Like somebody's not saying something because it just didn't seem genuine to me. If I'm being honest, the appeal didn't seem generous to me in that situation. And if, unfortunately, I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. But with the medication that they say that she needs to be on and stuff like that, if she hasn't gotten that medicine and it's going on 10 days, 11 days at this point, it's not going to be an ending that, like, I don't think there's a happy ending.
Let me run some past y'all. Q, and I need you to help me out.
Go ahead.
Who was the guy that got killed with his wife about a couple of weeks ago? Big Hollywood guy. His son was the one that killed him. Rob Reiner?
Rob Snyder.
Snyder. Yeah. Okay, so now how we all said Savannah, her sister, and her brother, all of them aren't showing any emotions. What if one of their kids is responsible for taking Nana out the house because one of the kids got a drug problem?
Possible.
Because for them to not be showing any emotions, for them to be saying, hey, look, we're ready to pay, we're ready to get this over with, it alludes me to believe they know who got their mama.
Oh yeah.
And I'm thinking it's one of their kids. I'm thinking
Rob Reiner. Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. It's Rob Reiner. We were corrected. Rob Reiner, you are right.
Okay.
Thank you, KB.
I'm thinking one of their kids snatched the granny up.
Snatch the granny up.
Yeah, they snatched their
granny up.
It
is possible. Look at the suspect on this screen. Like, I think he's wearing glasses. First of all, he knows, but he knew where everything was when he walked up. Like, he knew where the ring camera was when he walked up to it. His dumbass thinks putting some grass over the like, this is what blows my mind. I'm like, well, why can't you find this guy? He doesn't seem like the smartest crook out here. Like, you're caught, my boy. You're caught. Like, this is why I feel like there's something more to this story. It just doesn't rock with me. Like, but I don't know. I just feel like it ain't gonna go good with this one. Unfortunately.
Let's pray on it.
Let's pray on it.
Let's just pray on it. Somebody said that's just how I can't say it because I ain't trying to get it. That's just how they rock.
Well, since I'm half and half, that's how the white people behave. I can say it.
There you go. There you go. Hey, I'm not. You got a pass in there, so I don't have that pass. So okay, there you go. Wow. Let's move on to the next topic. Now we're getting into the thick of it. Now it's
speaking of half and half.
It's me versus Cirque Money.
No, man. No.
Me versus Cirque Money. Hey, sir.
I ain't in this one.
Agent Orange is at it again.
I'm not in this.
Agent Orange is at it again. He wanted on his little damn Truth Social and posted a video about my president. And he had my president and my first lady at the end of the video as some apes. And
I didn't agree with that.
You didn't what?
I didn't agree with him doing that.
No, you rock with him or you don't rock with him. That's
no. Man,
you out. You either in or you out, my boy.
We have had this personal talk about where my stance was at with certain things due to health related things and other financial related things. And you brought up a good point. You said, hey, I understand you're going through some stuff, but you can't just think about yourself. You got to think about everyone in a whole, right? That's what you expressed to me that night.
Yes, I did.
And I respect the way you was coming from. But at that particular time when I was going through that shit and I'm fighting repos, I'm fighting evictions, I'm fighting all types of crazy shit. The IRS is trying to destroy me. I'm not able to get the medical treatment that I needed. I was in a very, very I don't give a fuck mental place.
Hey, I know we on video, but I don't. Is it in here? Or is it on your side of the screen? It smells like a lot of bitch assness going on. Look,
no, dick.
A friend of many is a friend of none, my boy. You either in or you out with this. Blood in, blood out. Nah, I don't want to hear the sob story.
Let's go. Come on, man.
I don't want to hear it, my boy. That's either your nigga or he ain't your nigga. But now,
I have told you several times, I do not agree with everything he does. I have said that from the jump since last year. I said that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I love my mama, but I don't agree with everything she do.
Hey, we just explained what he did. So his rebuttal was at first the White House said it's fake outrage. Shut up. You know how they do. And then all of a sudden, Trump ain't the one that posts his own shit no more. Now there's a staffer that posted it, and they've been handled, but they won't say who the staffer is. And they asked Trump, "Hey, you gonna apologize for that?" He's like, "Nah, because I ain't do nothing wrong." There you go. He said, "Nah, it's cool. Like I still agree with it. It's just it is what it is." I'll pass it because y'all know how I feel about Agent Orange. Drea, what you got?
How can I say this in my nice voice without being cut out on my microphone? This is a whole bunch of bullshit. Let's start there. Yep. There's a lot of rage baiting that's going on in politics, and this is not who we are as Americans. And I'm not trying to have a political speech right now, but in your words, Agent Orange, fuck the Oompa Loompa at this point. That's exactly where I stand. Fuck the Oompa Loompa and his entire administration, because there is no accountability to what this man and his goons do. There's no accountability, because let that have been Barack doing anything other than being a straight up citizen, they would have hung him. And yes, I'm saying hung him. They got on Barack for wearing a tan suit. A tan suit. But we're trying to make some type of excuse for the Oompa Loompa letting whomever run his page, which I'm not buying that either, to put this stuff on it. And what he thought was that it was going to be so quick that we weren't going to see it. Well, America, we've seen it. What are we going to do? Because in so many ways, we're also turning the cheek, because there's nothing being done to hold this Oompa Loompa accountable. I hope I didn't cut out there, because I'm very passionate when it comes down to both sides.
We heard it all.
Donald Trump can go drink a cold cup of bleach soaked in some, I'll just put that right there, and go ahead and let the next person take over. And I don't think JD Vance is qualified to have the seat either. But at this point, he's doing everything because he knows no one's going to check him. Who's going to check him, boo? Because no one's checked him.
No one's checked him at all.
Sure. Before you go on, let me just double back real quick. And you just said something very, very, very great, Dre. is with the rage baiting, with the with one person inciting a lot of just hate and division, right? Why do you think no one is doing anything? I really don't know. I'm asking this question, like, why don't you think the masses of individuals that have something against him, why don't you think people are standing up in the same manner of disrespect that his side is putting out? Why don't you think the other side is reciprocating that?
Oh, that's easy. That's an easy answer. We don't own the Democrats don't own any branch of the government right now. They don't own the House, they don't own the Senate, they don't own the president, they don't own the Supreme Court. So there's nothing.
I'm not talking about from a political standpoint, like in the office. I'm talking about people in general.
No. Because look, here's the thing. Let me finish. So, look, as much as protesting is as American as apple pie, right? Well, it used to be, but now they shoot you for doing it. But it used to be as American as apple pie. But protesting, if I'm gonna be real with you, it don't do shit. First of all, about protesting, I be like wondering what people got all this time from. Because like I gotta go to work. Like where do you have time to go get a picket sign and stand on the sidewalk for days? Like if whatever you getting your money from, if I can get my money too, I would do it with you. But I gotta go to work. But protesting does nothing. And here's the problem. Everybody's got they're in a roar. Oh, I hate Donald Trump. I this and that, yada, yada, yada. But your ass didn't go to the booth and vote when it was time. And I'm not even just talking about the presidency. I'm talking about your local elections. So it's not until shit goes sideways that people are like, oh no, here comes the blue wave. Nigga, the blue wave should have never left. Like it's not like we didn't see what Donald Trump did in 2016. We saw that. And then you forgot. And you was like, oh no, it's okay. Because you didn't want a black woman to be the president. You didn't go vote. Unfortunately, Donald Trump won that last election fair and square. We can't even say he won the popular vote. I mean, he lost the popular vote. He won the popular vote. He won the electoral college. He won it all because y'all sat on the couch because you didn't want a black woman to be the president of the United States. And now you're dealing with it. 59%. 59% of Hispanics voted for Donald Trump. And look what's happening to Hispanics right now. ICE everywhere. Get the out of the country is what Donald Trump wants. But over half of Hispanics voted for Donald Trump. Make it make sense to me.
They want illegals gone just like the rest of us.
But they only want the dark illegals gone because Ukrainians coming here every day.
Nah.
I'm with you tomorrow on this one. Go speak, Queen. Speak on that.
Go ahead. Tomorrow is your world.
Go ahead, because Drea is itching to say something. But
okay, go ahead, Drea. Go ahead, Drea.
Let's start off with the Latino conversation. If you go down to Mexico, all they know is the Republic of Mexico. They don't have a system the way that we do. And if you think of other countries, everything is not everything. The vast majority of everything is labeled the Republic. So if I truly don't understand the American culture, I'm going to go with what I think I know, which is the Republic. Also, during his campaign, he also had other Latinos that were supporting Trump. So they're going with what's familiar, not really understanding what's at stake. So
they deported her kids too.
Say that again.
There was a Latin singer who was all about it, and they ended up deporting her husband. And she was like, "Wait a minute, what?" Go ahead.
They said they wasn't going to do this.
Wait, time out real quick. I'm sorry, Nike. Real quick. Now, the reason why I think Latino people did get scammed and were lied to is because when he was in office in 2016, he did not deport as many people as Barack did when Barack was in office during those 2 terms. So when Trump was in office, wait. These are documented numbers.
No.
Let me finish.
Wait, let me wait. I need to get that. All right. I'll come back to it.
Let me land the plane, brother.
Land the plane, and then I'm gonna crash. Go ahead.
So by Latino people not thinking that he is going to turn his back on them, they're only going off of what they saw in 2016 during that run from 2016 to 2020. They fell for the okie doke. I feel bad. They got conned, they got scammed. He had other plans. Now he kept saying the whole time, we're going to build the wall. So he never deferred. He never deferred away from what his intentions were. He just didn't act on it the way he said he was during the 2016 term. So when he came back this round, they probably was thinking, oh, he just talking shit again. You got to worry about him.
Hey, real quick. Barack Obama did deport more people than Donald Trump.
But
he's just a more educated man than Donald Trump is, and actually had a plan in the system on how to do it. Do you know how he did it? No, this is a serious question.
He did
do
it
you
in
know how he did it?
In a humane way.
In a humane way. So what happened was, so if we're looking for the criminals, when the criminals did some criminal shit, oh, hold on, are you illegal? Get your ass where you supposed to be at. Not just going around Gestapo knocking on doors in the middle of the streets,
knocking on doors,
taking people out. If Donald Trump said we're looking for the criminals, the rapists, the mental people, yada yada yada, that's what he said. Okay, cool. So if they're criminals, they're gonna do some criminal shit. You're going to people's jobs, people working. You're going to schools and taking people. Oh, Tamara got a hand up. I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
Come on, sis.
So if these people are illegally in the country, ain't they criminals?
Ain't they criminals?
Because last I checked, I'm an American citizen, and if I do anything in anybody else's country, I'm gonna get deported or worse. Have you ever been to Dubai? Have you ever been to Mexico?
Yeah.
Try to act up down there and see what's going to happen.
End up in the goulash.
I think. Hold on. I think the issue with this argument. I don't disagree with you, Shamar. I don't disagree with you at all. I'm not disagreeing with you. There are ways to get into this country legally, to do it
without being a citizen.
And illegal people should not be here. You are correct, but it is how you are doing this that is wrong and is inhumane. There are 2 dead American citizens protesting, and you had the audacity to get on camera, and you're a Republican. And I know 2 things the Republicans claim they love, and that's that Constitution, Amendment 1 and Amendment 2. They love it like a motherfucker. And for you to say that motherfucker can't protest, freedom of speech, Amendment 1, and then he can't bear his guns that he had concealed, Amendment 2. I've lived in Texas. It's God, guns, and family in that order. Like, this man was out there protesting, didn't pull his gun. They didn't even see his gun until they was on the ground beating the shit out of him. But now, he can't have a gun. He shouldn't have been there with a gun. When we had Kyle, whatever the fuck his name was,
Rittenhouse,
with a damn semi-automatic killing people in the streets and walking by, and they're like, hey, good job. All right, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't supposed to carry, he wasn't legal to carry, and he was out of state, but he was a hero. Your whole thing is, and this is what pisses me off about Donald Trump. Again, I don't care about the whole illegal situation. Yes, if you're illegal, you need to do it the right way or get out, but we have to have a better system. Go ahead, Drea, you itching.
Yeah.
I can flip out of this chair. When we talk about due process, there are a lot of people that is in this country waiting their due process. They were granted entry, did the application, and because that application is not yet approved, they are now deemed illegal. What are we doing here? We were the country that allowed for people to come here for asylum, go through the DACA process even, or if you were born of American parents, then that made you an American citizen. All this stuff is now being canceled. So while I agree that if you are here illegally, meaning you're not going through the due diligence or the due process to become an American citizen, and you are a criminal as defined, then Yeah, go back to wherever you came from and go through the due process. But I just want to put this out there, and I don't know if you want to discuss this or not. Oompa Loompa is also allowing people to pay, is it 50 million, the gold card, to become a
500,000.
citizen?
500,000.
$500,000
Yeah.
to become an American citizen.
I love it.
Let that sink
Nicki
in.
Minaj has one.
I
Yo,
love
it's
it.
not real. But
Okay, and her husband probably has one too, who's also a damn pedo. Do we want to go there? You will allow people that are criminals in their country just because they have $500,000 and they're going to get a gold card and now they're citizens. What the fuck are we doing here?
So apparently you can't be a criminal if you're rich. But go look at the Epstein files. You can't be a criminal if you're rich. So, but you could buy your way into America.
This is a topic.
Process?
This is a topic that's gonna always shake the boat. It's always gonna shake the boat because you're gonna have people that may agree with 99% of something that you believe, and then it's that 1% that's gonna cause frustration, right? All y'all know me. Some of y'all been knowing me for 30 years. Okay. I almost died a couple of times, and I was not able to get the medical help I needed because of certain financial things. Certain individuals that crossed an imaginary line and came into this country were allowed it. Those same medical things that someone in my predicament needed. So even though I do not agree with the inhumane way people are getting snatched off the street, when you land in a hospital bed and you got about 9 tubes stuck in your body, you start thinking about some shit. And that's how people start to say, you know what? Am I prejudiced? Am I biased? Am I just angry because the system is fucked up?
The system is fucked up.
The system is broken and fucked up.
That's what it is. You're angry because the system's messed up. Because listen, you shouldn't have went through that. But also, that person should be able to get help too. At the end of the day, and we about to end this topic because this should have go 30 minutes.
I just have one thing to say.
Go ahead, Drea, and I'll close it out. Go ahead.
Elon Musk stole the election. We can all agree to that. He stole the election, so it doesn't matter who was winning. He stole it for Oompa Loompa. All right, back to the next topic.
I'm gonna read one thing. Look. I'm an asshole, but I'm a lovable asshole. I swear. Like, I don't like people, but I love people. Like, it's just me. Like, I'm all about human rights and like we sit here and fight about invisible fucking lines on the ground that don't fucking exist. Like, if somehow we was able to get rid of these invisible lines, like, and just say, oh, hey, neighbor. Like, sometimes I wish that we were all just one race, because like then it'd be like, what would we argue about if we all look the same? But that's not real life, right? But for the people that can't get past that, oh, you're white, I'm black, you're whatever, brown, it's stupid. I'm gonna read this real quick so I can let all y'all fake ass Americans, patriots is what Agent Orange like to say. I'm gonna read something, and does anybody know what this is from when I'm done reading it? And so you remember what fucking country you live in? Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. The wretched refuse of your teeming shore. Send me these, the homeless, tempest toast to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door. Does anybody know what that's on?
Statue of Liberty.
The Statue of Liberty. We are a country made of immigrants, and we used to say, give me them. All you all the people that are Americans right now, whose ancestors came from Ellis Island about 2 to 3 generations ago. Y'all didn't all of a sudden just not have immigration in y'all life. Y'all was immigrants 3 generations ago, in the 1900s, in the 1800s. Like, this is not something that's so old. If that's the case, we need to all pack up and just give it to the Native Americans and bounce out. And I got a little Native American blood in me, so I can stay. So that's what I can.
Are you sure you got American blood in you?
That's what my mama said.
Yeah, my granny said the same thing, and I ain't had no energy in me at all.
Unless you call
For
my mama a
real?
liar. You call my mama a liar, Dre?
Dang, that's crazy.
I'm telling you to do a DNA test so you can find out. Okay,
Look,
let's go.
it's I want all the reparations. I want some I want some black reparations. I want some casino money. I want all that shit.
Did you hear Everson is getting reparations now?
Yes. Everton, they getting checks, man.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah.
Yep, 25,000.
Yeah.
Annie.
Shout out to all the Everson people that we still don't claim to be from Chicago.
It's right there though. It's right
high
there.
Class in Evanston.
It's high class Chicago.
It's like Oak Park.
Let's go to the next topic. The Benito Bowl happened. The Benito Bowl happened, and I love it because I just love people getting their panties in a bunch over nothing, over nonsense. So I want to go straight to Cirque Money because if y'all don't know, hold on. Let me take Bad Bunny off the screen real quick. I want to go straight to Cirque Money because if you don't know, Cirque Money is a professional disruptor. If everything's going good in the world, he's like, I don't like that shit. I need a little bit of chaos. He would be the Joker in the Batman movie. And I just want to go to you because he's fake upset. He's not really upset, but he's fake upset. And I just want him to say, why are you upset that Bad Bunny, the #1 artist in the world, by the way, not some just random artist, the #1 artist in the world got the Super Bowl? Go ahead, Cirque. It's on you. Ada.
First of all,
we waiting.
I don't have anything against Bad Bunny, and I really don't like it. I don't like how there's this narrative of if you didn't enjoy Bad Bunny's performance, then you hate Puerto Rican people. Like that's the narrative that's going on with these so-called elite intelligent people on social media. Like
calm down, Jamal.
Just because I don't like something doesn't mean that it's terrible, doesn't mean that I hate it. The Super Bowl performance is about engaging the people that's watching at home and engaging the people that's in the stands, right? In the arena.
Mm-hmm.
Not if you look at the camera pointing around to people at that damn stadium, there was a large group of people every time they panned it. They really weren't grooving to it. They weren't, it was just like, oh, hey, cool, whatever. I don't think Bad Bunny's a bad artist, obviously, because he's the #1 artist, the #1 streaming artist in the world. He just took home 5 Grammys. So it's not about not liking him. I just didn't like the performance. Why can't I like the performance?
No,
I don't like it. I love Denzel Washington, but I don't love every Denzel movie.
Okay, no,
that doesn't mean I hate
that's
Denzel.
fair. So when you went, let me get these comments off my face. I want you to see me. When you so you're telling me you didn't go in there previously before the show even started and be like, I don't like that he's doing a halftime show. Is that what you're saying?
I didn't think that he deserved to do the halftime show. Just like, okay, hold on. Just like how I got chewed out and called all kind of things because I thought
Circuit needed a timeout.
I knew he was going to do it.
He needed a timeout.
For those of you that's tuning in,
he just said the #1 artist in the world didn't deserve. Hey, give it a second. Take a breather, Circuit. You'll give me a second. He said the #1 artist in the world didn't deserve to be on the biggest stage in the world. Make it make sense to me on this situation. Now, I the bullshit, my bullshit overload was flowing. So I'm gonna bring him back in. I want to see if he thought about it. And the biggest artist in the world, Circuit, before I bring you back on here, the biggest artist in the world doesn't deserve the biggest stage in the world. All right, here we go. All right, I'm waiting for you. My bad, my boy.
I'm not changing.
Hey, how are you?
Hey, ask me out again right now. I don't think he should have performed.
Why?
Let out.
Why?
Yo, bro, just because someone is doing great with numbers doesn't mean everyone's going to be in tune with them at that arena, at that event. Drake has been the number one artist for many years, and before he was even turning down during the Super Bowl, he wasn't being invited to perform at the Super Bowl. So it's not just about metrics or who has the number one album or whatever. I don't think that Bad Bunny should have been the headliner. Should he have performed at the Super Bowl? Yeah, I think he performed a couple of years ago with somebody else, but I don't think he should have been the headliner.
Let's pass it to Drea. I could tell when Drea wanted to talk. She really be like, go. She be glitching out.
Sir, when we talk about representation and what's going on in today's economy, he was the perfect artist to be on that stage.
We're allowing politics.
The past 2 Super Bowls have been surrounded with politics, with Kendrick being on the stage last year. Everybody said that he didn't deserve to be on the stage. Guess what? I love you dearly. I don't give a fuck about what you think about him not being adequate enough to be on the stage. You know what I'm saying? Several things there. He not only represented America, because like you said, Q, we're a melting pot of nationalities, and Puerto Rico is part of America. Okay, don't correct me on that.
Issue with that.
But he represented a culture that's intertwined with our nation, and that's what we needed to see. For the first time in Super Bowl history, to my knowledge, we've never had a Latino representing the country on one of the biggest stages in the world outside of the Olympics. What are we talking about here?
I liked when Shakira performed at the Super Bowl with J-Lo years ago. It's
incorrect.
Wait,
because it was ass and titties. You was like, all right, that's cool.
No,
that's
let me
cool.
finish. Yo, bro. This is why I don't like. I don't like when we can't get our point across.
Go ahead.
I don't have an issue with Bad Bunny. I just didn't like the performance.
Okay, but you said
I don't like NBA Youngboy. Hold on. I don't like NBA Youngboy, right? But NBA Youngboy has sold millions and millions and millions of records. And my young cousins, they be calling me old head and everything like that. They were like, "Oh, you don't like NBA?" No, I just don't like them. I understand the business because I work in the business. But just because I don't like it, that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad or that I hate that person or that I don't like where that person is from.
No, I hear you. Let me get it. I hear you. And if you don't like performance, you don't like performance. That's great. My whole part about it is that, and I'm gonna play devil's advocate on the other side real quick. I don't think it's for everybody. Like, I didn't care. I thought The Weeknd had the worst Super Bowl performance of all time. I think it was the worst performance of all time. I'm not a big Weeknd fan like that. He is a big artist, but it was not for me. It wasn't for me. But I don't have to like. It's not just tailored for Quinn. You know what I'm saying? It's tailored for everybody. He is a big artist, and there's going to be millions and millions of people that are going to like Bad Bunny. I will say this though. Ever since Jay-Z and Rock Nation has taken over, it's been what? Bad Bunny,
Rihanna,
Kendrick, Rihanna, Dr. Dre, and The Weeknd for it. Rock Nation does owe the other side a halftime performance. Now, I don't care who you pick for it, because but you have to switch it up. But just because I don't rock with that artist doesn't mean that artist doesn't deserve to be the Super Bowl headliner just because I don't like it. But I'm not talking about you. Oh, and Usher, thank you, Chris. Go fuck yourself. Thank you for saying Usher. I'm not saying that we have to agree with it. It's just that people have to be open-minded to it. Like, you can't be mad, not but you can't be mad just because it's Spanish. Do you know how many people speak Spanish in the world? This is the biggest show.
That's not targeted towards me, is it? Because
I'm saying in general, what people had their panties up in a bunch. Oh, we can't understand it. Well, it sounds like an educational problem to me. that you don't know that Americans only know one language when more countries know 1, 2, 3, 4 languages. Like that's
and Americans still can't speak English the right way. So let's continue on.
Thank you.
Let's also be honest. Let's be honest about this. If Donald Trump would have never said anything about this when it was first announced that Bad Bunny was going to be performing at the Super Bowl, it would have not caught fire the way it did with having people agree or disagree on a public scale of voicing their opinion, right? Mainly, if you didn't like who was performing during the Super Bowl halftime performance, you would just turn the channel and then turn back once the game back on, right? But because of all the tension that's currently going on within our country, and one person being able to incite so much fury within individuals just by giving his asinine opinion, because he do be saying reckless ass shit, it catches fire, and it's not the good fire. All right, it ain't like, oh, that shit was hot, that shit was lit. It's like, no, people are actually getting into it over this damn discussion. I don't have nothing against Bad Bunny. I like Bad Bunny. He deserves all his success. It just won't fuck.
Hey, before we move on, y'all got girl Shamar over here quiet as fuck. I ain't never seen her this quiet. Like, what? Damn, like, what you got, Shamar? Shamar, she's over there shaking her head. She didn't fail.
Hey, I don't want me to go down. I'm about to get deep.
Take us through that. Take us through that.
We gonna have to go through we gonna have to set up a different episode. I could have did a whole episode on this damn Super Bowl. The Super Bowl and Obama, we get a whole episode, but I ain't trying to, I'm trying to go political on the whole shit. But anything you guys say before we move past this, Shamar?
Just realize that the Super Bowl is one of the biggest watch rituals that's out there, and everything that was done for the Super Bowl and to the Super Bowl is intentional. And you have to realize that this is not just politically and racially motivated. This is also spiritually motivated to attack every fiber of you. And Bad Bunny, we have more Latino artists. If they wanted to make a Latino contribute, they could have put Aventura up in there. You know what I'm saying? There's other choices. Yes, he may be the number one artist, headliner, but what does he represent? I think he doesn't represent us as American culture as a whole. And also, as a whole, I'm thinking about Black Latinos, and we can't forget white people, y'all. We can't forget white people.
Well,
white people are a huge contributor of football in the NFL. Most of the coaches are what? They white.
That's why they threw Lady Gaga in there. They threw Lady Gaga in
Latina.
there. They threw Lady Gaga. I thought she was Italian.
Her parents is Mexican.
Are you sure?
We just learned something, Steve.
Parents is Mexican. So
everything
that they do is
we gonna fact
but why? But why out of all the Latinas did they have her? Why did the other group of Latinas, they want to show them, but they don't want them to perform. They want to show them.
No, I think they wanted Lady Gaga on there. So when they say, oh, it's all in Spanish, and then Lady Gaga went up there and said some English shit, and they was like, oh, there's
definitely an Italian. I know that for a fact. I worked with
Italian.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey,
well,
let's move on. Let's move on. This is
anybody up there though.
This is heated. This is heated. This is good.
Heated.
This heated. No, I like a good debate. Like, I don't like just people agreeing with me. I like to talk about it. Like, if you could talk about it without just saying like cuss words at me, and we can actually talk, then I'm cool with it. And that's
or without cutting the camera off on people.
Yeah, that's rude.
Right.
That's a classic cue.
Rude.
She act like I don't know why.
That's
why people want to test me like on things like that ain't cool. Like I will put the button in a heartbeat.
Okay.
He's lucky we can't cut him off.
You sneak in here, you sneak out. Wait, don't leave, Shamar. I need to come
I was
back.
gonna say you do that shit one more time, and I swear to God, I swear to God, I ain't that one. I'm out in here and I'll crash the fuck out, and you'll know when I leave.
Look,
I ain't gonna be like Cirque. I ain't gonna be like Cirque. I don't take nothing laying down.
I'm sorry.
Always standing up. I'm
sorry. I had to. I was like, there's only so long I can keep her out the room. All right.
Oh, man, you know me
my
better.
bad. All right, let's change the mood a little bit. Let's calm everybody down for a second. In and out. This is in and out. We got one more RIP. Unfortunately, yesterday the passing of James Vanderbeek happened, and I mean that sucks because yeah, Dawson's Creek, Varsity Blues. I love Varsity Blues.
Yeah.
Today, me and my cousin always says, "I don't want your life."
You're alive.
I don't want your life. And
You're
like,
alive. Damn.
yeah, we always quote it, but man, R.I.P. He died of what was it? Colon cancer.
Colon cancer.
He died of colon cancer. He had stage 3 for 2 years, and he passed on that. Hey, we're gonna be in and out with this because we ain't gonna sit on it, but I want to let y'all know. Hey, go get yourself checked out, man. Especially my generation and everything. Go get yourself checked. I gotta go do it myself because we lost Chadwick Boseman with something like this. These things are preventable if we catch them early enough. And unfortunately, people do the cancer awareness. They advocate for it for the most part, and when it's too late. But you know, you get up to that age when you get in them 40s when shit starts breaking down for no reason. You know, you stretch out of bed and your back go out like, hey, you know, we at that age. So go get yourself checked out, you know, stay up so we don't have to say these RIPs. But my favorite thing is I don't want your life. So, hey, Cirque Money, I know this was your boy. What you got to say?
My favorite casting with James Vanderbeek is when he played in season 1 of Pose, because the character that he played was total opposite of what you would expect from him. He was the classical 1980 Wall Street dickhead, and he played that role perfectly. It's I mean, it's tragic. I didn't know that he was so beloved like by a lot of his peers. A lot of his peers rocked with him. So yeah, I'm praying for his wife and children, man.
He had 6 kids, man. He had 6 kids. Like he left 6 behind. I mean, it's not like it's not his fault, but man, 48, 6 kids. Like money can't buy.
No,
you know, can't buy everything. So you got to prevent it. So yeah, hey, he seemed like a good dude. A lot of people cared about him. He his last 3 years or 2 years of life, he actually moved to Texas because he didn't want that Hollywood scene. He wanted to spend time with his kids and his family, and, you know, and be able to live that out. So, you know, praying for his family, and you know, RIP to Dawson, man, Dawson Creek. Damn. Let's get off of it. Let's get off of it. Anywho, we are at my favorite part of the show. It is time for Circus Corner. I am waiting to see what this man has to say today because it's always off the chain. Love it. We are going to take our break. So, Shamar, Drea, smoke them if you got them. And we'll see you on the other side.
You know, they always say, be careful what you ask for because you just may get it. And there's another quote of saying, is the grass greener on the other side? Now, I don't know if y'all joined us about 2 weeks ago, but we had a discussion about, can you turn a hoe into a housewife? And with certain women, that answer is no. And with certain women that do think the grass is green on the other side, they end up playing themselves. Case in point, Cardi B. Her and Stephon Diggs are no longer together, right? She left her husband Offset because she got tired of his infidelity and, you know, cheating on and whatnot. So she said, you know what? I'm going to get with somebody else that's going to heal my heart. Well, she didn't realize this fool was worse than her actual husband. Fast forward to the Super Bowl. Not only does Mr. Stephon Diggs have one of his baby mamas there sitting next to the family, he has one of his old joints that just so happened to be one of Offset's old joints right there at the Super Bowl while Cardi B is sitting up in the skybox, okay? Chilling in the skybox. Now, they said Cardi B paid $1.5 million for a Super Bowl party in case, the Patriots won. After she saw on social media that Stephon Diggs had his other baby mama and one of his side pieces there, she storms out of there, unfollows him, didn't care about the party, nothing like that, right? Now she's trying to go on this whole I'm focused on me and all this. No, you played yourself. You should have stayed with your man. You should have stayed with your husband and worked that shit out. Now you done took your ass over there to Mr. Playboy, Mr. Pretty Ricky, what they call him, and he done showed you, look, baby, I'm gonna keep on getting these touchdowns, and I'm gonna keep on making these babies. I ain't slowing down for you or nobody else. Women, my sisters, my queens, let this be a great, great, great example of what not to do if things seem like they're not going right in your marriage. Work it out. If you can, try to work it out. Do not be a fool. She needs to get one of those hats that says sucker. Like the cartoon, you walk around like the donkey. She need to be walking around with one of them things on her head. Gonna go on there on Gayle King and talk about how this man Stephon didn't heal her heart and she's so happy. Now look at her, looking like a fool. Right back to shaking her ass on stage like she was back in the day at the strip club. Ain't nothing changed. Ladies, if you could work it out, work it out. Don't always think just because something new is going to be better, because you may find out that something new is going to be worse than what you had at the crib. Now let's go.
It's always my favorite segment because I just like to get it's like Cirque Unfiltered. Nigga had to take a drink. He got farts. Hey,
and I forgot to add in one more thing.
Go ahead.
Cardi represents the trifecta of a hoe, whore, and slut all mixed together.
Yikes. Ooh. I always said that she went like she left Goku and she left her husband. Her husband was Goku, and then she like went with a Super Saiyan version of Goku, Super Saiyan 2 version of Goku. I was like, damn, like I don't know what you was expecting to get out of this situation.
Left Goku and ended up with Raditz.
With Raditz, yeah. But it's like I think the problem is, and let me bring the ladies back in.
Yeah, I would love their opinion on this.
Yeah, let me bring the ladies back in. I think it's funny because I wish I could make it look like this with 4 people, but I can't. Anywho, I think it's funny that like you went and had a baby right out the gate, like with like sit down somewhere. It's okay to relax. It's hold on, Dre. Let me get the comments off your face. Hold on. It's disrespectful. Who ringing? Who did it? That's gonna cost you $5. That's a $5 charge. But no, man, it's like you gotta sit down and like notice yourself, especially when you leave in a marriage. If you leave in a marriage, especially if you leave in a marriage, my whole thing is like, let me go figure out myself for a little bit. Like you don't have to just go and jump right back into it. And it's like Stephon Diggs is a known whore. It's like it's not like this is a secret. He got babies upon babies upon babies popping out. I don't know what you thought you was gonna do different with this man, but
he got the same amount of kids as Offset.
So. Anywho, and he lost the Super Bowl, so he lost his girl and the Super Bowl, and then 50 Cent roasted him. 50 Cent didn't have no business in this beef, and he inserted himself. 50 is just he's horrible. He's horrible. He's a horrible person. Hey, Shabar, what you got about this? About Cardi B and Stephon Diggs?
First of all, Cirque had me dead. Cirque, I love when you do Cirque's Corner because I'd be so dead. You be spot on. But y'all, Cardi is a classic 304, okay? And she can only get what she can attract, all right? She can't attract nothing better than a Stephon Diggs and an Offset, unfortunately. She has nothing of real substance in her. She is not an embodiment of a real woman, and you can see that through and through. And then her decisions is a reflection of who she is. And she's a 304. All she knows is that pole. Did you guys see her on that robot?
Hold on. Let me act like I don't know what the fuck that means, because I don't. What is a 304? And I'm gonna start calling people heavily 304s that I think deserve it.
So you go to your phone and you go to the dial tone. Remember, we all from the dial. Remember when we all had the landlines and the dial tone 1-800? So on the phone it's a 304. That's a hoe.
Turn it upside down. It says hoe.
That's a hoe.
Is that what that means? It says this. Am I new? Where have I been?
30. Obviously you ain't been to California.
Upside down. That's a 304.
They all over the place.
You must didn't have a pager growing up, Quinn.
I did. I had the Looney Tunes case on it. I got it from what's Beepers in the Burbs. You remember Beepers in the Burbs?
I do.
On Irvin.
He said on Irvin.
It was on Irvin, right next to Gotham City comic book store, where I got all these bad boys behind me.
I do know where that is. Yeah.
Playing with me. Anyways, a 304 is what I will be calling a lot of people, and they won't know what I'm talking about.
She is a bona fide that she don't know nothing else. I don't expect nothing else. And she was twerking on that robot, and that robot didn't even want none. So
damn. Drea, what you got before we go into our main topics and close this out?
Do we got enough time? What makes her a slut? Shy. What makes her a hoe? Okay, because all we're talking about, hold on.
Okay.
All we're talking about is 2 men that we know of that she's dealt with. 3 of her children are by one guy. 1 child is by another. The men that we're talking about that she's sleeping with have multiple children by multiple women, but yet we're quick to call her a hoe and call her a slut.
Can I go? Look, okay.
Hold on. Because I was quiet. The stain on my lip, I'm telling you, it's blood right now.
I want to let you know she's not talking to me right now.
Just listen. Women, and Shy, maybe you can comment on this. Women exit the relationship long before it's really over. They exit long before it's really over. So let's not get confused on what we see in blogs. Let's not get confused on what we see on podcasts. Let's not get confused on what we see on social media. We truly don't know what was going on in their Offset and Cardi's relationship and what she had to endure because she felt that she needed to get an itch scratched. Yes, she got pregnant. Does that constitute her to be a hoe?
Yes, absolutely.
I gotta disagree with that.
Can I say that? If she is admitting from her own verbiage, her own mouth, not third person, if she is bragging about letting Stefan Diggs dig in her while she's still pregnant with Offset baby,
married,
it doesn't. I'm not saying that.
Wait, whose baby is it? Offset or is it Stefan Diggs' baby?
We're not done yet. We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
I'm not saying that.
Hey,
Offset and Stefan Diggs are high vibration men. They're low vibration individuals themselves. That's why I agree with Mark that they're all circling around each other because they're attracted to what they are. But if you are pregnant and married and you allowing another man to run up in you while you're pregnant and you have a daughter that's going to know about all of this when she gets older, representation is everything to women of color because women of color don't get paid what they deserve. They don't get the respect in the professional realm that they deserve. And then here you are a caricature of yourself and bragging and boasting about this. You still bragging about drugging and robbing men in hotels and shit when you a multi-millionaire and you talking about this openly on your social media. That's coming from her own mouth. So I can only judge someone based off what they show me. And all that she has showed me is hoe, whore, slut activities. She's doing these things. If she don't put these things out there in the world, nobody can use these things against her. That's just all there is to it. If you don't want nobody in your business, don't put your business out there. Because then if I speak on your business, but
she's
you didn't put it out there,
everybody's gonna be interested regardless if she wants it or not. She's a celebrity.
You're a celebrity, but you're also a mother. You're also a mother.
Let me be very clear about something, sir. You've been knowing me for over 30 years. And in that 30 years, my daughter is 27 years old.
What?
Don't put this stress on me. I do. And shout out to my daughter, Ariel. Let me represent real quick. Let me shout out.
Girl,
I absolutely do. But Sturk, you know as well as I know that I was doing things, and I'm not talking about hoeing, Sturk, but you know what I'm talking about. That was not representative of me being a mother back when I had my daughter. So let's not discount what we do as humans.
But you weren't
to
projecting it
dictate.
to millions. What you were doing, it was only within the nucleus of those who knew you and knew of what was going on. But when you have a certain type of light, a certain type of responsibility, whether you ask for it or not, that comes with it. That comes
She's
with
still
the job.
human. She's
Of
still
course,
human.
of course, she's still human. And you guess what? Since you're still human, you're still going to be judged to those human activities and attributes. This thing right here is a nuclear device. This is a nuclear device. And if I have 5 million people tuning into what I do, and if all I'm saying is yada, 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 if 5% take into what I'm doing, I just infected their mind and ears because what? They thinking, oh, if I act like this, I could be rich and famous too. It is a certain responsibility.
They are. They don't even got no money. Hoes are out there being hoes and they broke. We're going to blame
I
the
agree with you.
celebrities
I'm
that
not.
these little girls want to be hoes because
I'm
of
not.
the
I'm not
celebrity.
disagreeing with that. I'm not
Wait.
disagreeing with that. I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
I'm just saying
I'm sorry.
she was a married woman. She was a married woman. Okay.
So was he a married man too?
I was a married woman. I'm just talking from a woman because we know as women how far we'll go. We know how far we'll go. We know the lowest of the lows within our own species. You know, we've seen the darkness within ourselves. We know what is out there. And we know for you to sit there and obviously he broke his vows. It doesn't make what she's doing any better. Two wrongs don't make a right. And obviously, like, it's a marriage. This isn't a regular relationship. The validity of your marriage is heavy, and you're gonna go through some things. Do I think that she should stay with him? Hell no. I think that
they're already going through a divorce, though.
But I'm just saying, like, these guys are talking about something. She should have probably stayed with her marriage. She should have stayed with Offset if she was going to end up with Stefan Diggs. I don't think that's necessarily true, but she is lower quality female for sure by dabbling with a known person who sleeps around, then getting pregnant by him. That you just publicly shamed yourself as a woman. And being married, yes. And any other man who sees anything in you would say, you know what, you was better off with your husband if you was going to just take a cheater and have a cheater's baby. Any man would say that. Any man would say that. But as a woman, we know that we've been there before. And we know, like, maybe she didn't have that choice at that time. But we also do know that she has access to money. She has access to education. She has access to a lot more things than me and you don't have that she could set herself up with. But it's just the substance that's in her. It's very low. It's very low frequency. And that's what I'm saying. Like, she can only attract what she gets. She doesn't know anything else. She talks about this in her music. If you guys sat on her live streams, I sat on her live streams before. She sits there and she talked all type of crazy stuff about her husband and her marriage. Like, girl, I'm married too. I have 3 kids too. I would never do that. I'm not even a public figure like that. I don't even have influence like that. But still, as a woman, I would never hold myself that low.
Listen, we had time because I'm definitely gonna be down.
No. We're cool with time. I would just like to, if I can. No, go ahead, sir. I'll just be quiet. It's cool. But if I have time later, that'll be okay.
She took a couple minutes. I didn't. Let me retract something, and I do want to apologize about something because I just heard what the ladies just said in terms of taking the man back, right? Yeah. I totally forgot she took him back once before after leaving him. Twice. Oh, sorry. Okay, twice. She took him back twice. Okay. So if you know that this is the behavior of a certain individual, right? After a couple of times, you keep dealing with it. And am I supposed to have empathy or sympathy towards you by still taking this kind of abuse? Okay, cool. She moves on from that abuse, which she should have did from the jump. He did it wrong. I agree with that. Drea, I have known you for a long time. And this beautiful monarch butterfly that you have became, when I would go on your page over the years, all I would see is healing. All I would see is patience. All I would see is you manifesting everything that you currently have in your life. And you worked on it, you worked on yourself, and you took the time, right? I don't know Cardi personally. I don't know what kind of mother she is personally. So let me also say that I am wrong if I said she's a bad mother. I do believe the things that we do when our children get older and they see it and they hear about it, it can affect them in a negative way. And if you're still married to Offset, please don't let the world know that you're sleeping with Stephon Diggs, because that is something that people are going to judge you about. I am sorry for calling her a slut. I will retract that. But I will say, by having the daughter, I just feel that that was foul. You know, it's certain things that I never said in front of my wife, because I wouldn't want my daughter thinking that a nigga could talk to her like that.
Right.
No matter how mad I was, I would just say, you know what, nigga, hold that in the tuck, because you don't want your daughter thinking that shit is cool. That's just me, though. That's just how I go about things, and that's just my opinion on it. So I apologize if certain words seemed very hardcore and very, rude.
No, man, don't apologize, bro. Hey, relax. Hey, relax. Don't apologize. That's Circus Corner. Circus Corner is supposed to be what it is and how it is in your authentic self. We don't apologize.
That was from friend to friend.
Yeah, that's friend to friend shit. I already cussed you out when you pussyfoot around Circus Corner. I don't like it. I want authentic, rough, shit.
And
I will chime in on some quick shit real quick. I don't agree and agree and agree and I don't agree. Like I was quiet. I was quiet that whole time because y'all was going at it. I do hear what Shamar says, but Vert was, like you said, Cirque, you don't know if she's a good mother or not.
Right, we don't know.
I do agree with Shamar saying that the vibrations that she gives, the energy she gives out, she doesn't throw high frequencies. I agree with that. I have no idea. I don't know Cardi B. I don't know if she's a good person or an asshole or nothing. But it is what you throw out into the world and what the world is going to give back to you. So the reason that Cardi B is getting this backlash on it is because of what she puts out, what is transpired in her life, and it comes back. That doesn't mean she's a bad person. I'm not saying that at all. She could be completely fine with that. But she's in a little bit of situation. But it's perfect that you brought this up because it goes into one of our main topics of the night, which I was trying to get to while I was being quiet. When is it time to move on from your ex? When is it time to let that shit go? You got Offset out here still rocking Seahawks jersey like he's the biggest Seahawks fan. He just didn't want the Patriots to win, understand? And now he's going on podcasts and shit saying, and you could tell that he misses his chick. You could tell it. But he fucked up multiple times. It's all good. But when do you have to let that go? I'm gonna be real. Shit. The younger version of me that I would have slapped the shit out of held on way too long. It was like, oh no, but I'm in love and blah, blah, blah. Fuck that word. What are we talking about? Holding on to exes, it could be problematic. And before I let y'all talk, I'm gonna bring up one situation with a not rookie of the year, defensive rookie of the year in the NFL for the Atlanta Falcons, and a WNBA player. What's her name? I wrote it down. Rickea Jackson. This man, James Pierce Jr. and Rickea Jackson. Before I speak on their relationship, their ex relationship, I'm gonna say something. As soon as it uploads. Oh man, it's not even uploading. Is it uploading?
There you go.
There it goes.
It's on there.
First of all, if these two Amazons ever fucking breed, we are going to be in trouble. Like, if these two motherfuckers ever make a generation of children, it is going to be a problem. Like they're going to be 7'2", all models and shit, and I don't want to live in this world. Like this is crazy. Like, first of all, just give it up to beautiful black people, because these motherfuckers are like, this is a gorgeous couple, well, ex-couple, like that they were. But anyways, this man, again, defensive rookie of the year, got into it with her, followed her. He felt endangered, so she tried to go to the police station, to be safe. This nigga, I'm trying to quote myself. This Negro cut her off, got out the car, tried to get in her car. The cops came and pulled their guns on him, told him to get on the ground. He got back in his car, hit a police car on his way out. Now he has fugitive charges for deadly assault with a deadly weapon, aggravated stalking, fleeing the police, and battery, all because he wouldn't leave his ex alone. Why do we do this? Like, when is it time to just let shit go? Like, at what point he about to lose his whole career, and it just started last year for what? For what?
Something about the pussy is getting something about the pussy.
Look, that's some 6 foot. I think she's 6'5", 6'6". So that's a big one.
She took him through there.
She took him through.
She towering over him. So.
Did she?
I just want to know how y'all feel about this. Now, I just brought that up because we go from the Cardi to this. It just seems like this ex situation is putting everybody through so many situations, and it's like, at what point do you let it go? I want to hear the female side of this, because it's like, have you held on too long? Have you held on too long, and why? And when did you realize it was time to completely let go?
Mara, you want to take this?
Okay, so I'm about to get back into some deep shit. Me personally, no, you got to let go. You got to amputate it. Like it's gangrene. Just cut it off. Or else, you can't let it fester. You can't let it come back, or else they'll get infected. And now you got a bigger problem. Now you might have to lose your whole body. But I would say in the Black community, we are not taught how to date. We're not taught how to court. Therefore, we're not taught how to properly break up. And what is a healthy breakup? We used to just crashing out on when we're done, because we get too emotionally attached. We don't know how to detach the emotions from the physical. We were never taught that, not through our parents or through our siblings, our grandparents, or nothing like that. So that's why we got them toxic exes. Toxic exes.
Can I take a quick pause real quick? I'm sorry, because I feel the type of way about something. Let me put me on the screen. I feel a way about something, and I want just the world to know. Bring this comment. What the fuck do you mean I should stay quiet? I don't stay quiet. Like first and foremost, you ain't gonna tell me to stay quiet on my own goddamn podcast. I need substance to this quote, to this comment. I feel a way. I'm trying to do my due diligence to get through these topics. It's not easy doing my job. I gotta do the pictures. I gotta scroll. I gotta do all this shit. And you come to me, a strong Black man, with this bullshit. I don't need this stress. I'm sick of this. Let me get off this. You know what? Let me get this shit off my screen. I'm just pissed off.
Oh God.
I'm pissed off, man.
That's funny.
Go ahead, Drea. I'm sick of it. I don't like it.
Shout out to my sister Crystal.
I'm sick of that. Like, what do you mean?
Crystal.
I love her. I love her.
I'm supposed to be quiet. I'm fine. I won't say shit. You know? I'm sorry. Go ahead, Drea.
Shamara hit the nail on the head. Sister, I have to agree with you on that. That these are things that we are not taught because we don't see it. We don't see it. People do these things behind closed doors and it's not readily in a healthy environment discussed. However, just to answer the question, just black and white, when is it time to move on from your ex? The moment they become an ex, rip the fucking band-aid off and move the hell on. Okay, just rip the band-aid off. Now, in this situation, and again, I'll say this, in my opinion, women exits the relationship well before it's over. And understand, my male friends, we have warned you ad nauseum about what we needed in order to stay here. We have talked about it ad nauseum as to what we need for this to be healthy, and it falls on deaf ears. So we've exited. So when it becomes a physical exit, it's like, oh, I'm not ready. Well, it's too late. Yeah. It's too late. The becoming, pun intended, it became, okay.
Shameless plug.
Right? Hold on. And we're done.
Oh, yeah, plug that.
We're done. Right. It's over with. Now, where the minutia comes in at, to where things are trickling back, is that there are still feelings involved. I need to get this thirst quenched. I need these feels, and no one else can give them to me. I need to be mentally fed, emotionally stimulated, and it's you, Shamara, that gives it to me, and I want it. Well, guess what? You no longer have the access to me that you did. When it's over, it's fucking over. Stick a fork in it. It's more than well done. And on to the next one. Men, what do you think about this conversation?
Yeah, I don't want to say nothing. No.
He already told me to shut the fuck up, so I don't understand.
Let's see here. From someone who has had their heart broken and from someone who has broken hearts, I agree with Drea. When you're mentally checked out, the writing's on the wall. I mean, seriously, you could try. Like here, okay. Damn, I don't want to get too personal.
Let's take it there.
Get in it. Get in it.
We in here now. Don't cry. You got shades on there. We won't see the tears.
My fear, right, is not knowing when my woman's internal clock is changing. And what I mean by that is women give men timelines, right? So it's like I give you a timeline of cutting the grass. I'll give you a timeline of taking me on this vacation. I give you a timeline of being emotionally available. My fear is not recognizing those different timelines, because once you are not acknowledging those internal timelines from your woman, that's when the separation and that's when the miscommunication and the energy is not in sync with one another, because you guys aren't even speaking the same love language. Like my love language with my woman is not the same love language she has with me. But if we learn each other's love language, we can communicate in a way where both parties are being, satisfied. And I just don't ever want to feel like I didn't do. I know this sounds like typical, but I don't want to feel like I didn't do the work in terms of paying attention to those things.
Hey,
I mean, I wanted to say some.
Don't bite your tongue. Come on, sir.
Real.
When you have a conversation with your better half about divorce, that's probably the most realist and the most stripped down version. Like when you're down to just the hollowness of where your marriage is. And once you have talked about that, it's like now you can't rewind that. Like we talked about it, but do we find a resolution? Do we resolve it? Do we give it more time? It's a very, 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 very unsettling place to be at, because you don't know what to expect day to day. And even if you think you are doing everything correctly, because that conversation was already said, the genie is out the bottle. So now you're trying to you're trying to erase something that you can't. And you know how they say when someone has an addiction, even if you get clean, like you're still an addict, like every day. Like
What?
it never.
They say that?
Yeah, like like if you stop drinking and you say, "Hey, I don't drink anymore," I was an alcoholic, but now I'm sober. Well, you're fighting that every day, and I feel like that's what it is when a relationship gets to a certain point. When you guys talk about certain things, and if it seems like, oh, I don't know if this is working, you feel like every day I have to fight. I have to do as much as I can, because I'm not ready to check out.
It's a practice of behavior.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, it and I mean, sometimes indirectly it could make the relationship stronger.
Yeah.
Because if you can find your way back from when you were almost at that exit, and right before you walk through that door, you realize that, you know what, I was tripping, or I didn't see that. Sometimes you have to be scared straight. Sometimes you have to be scared to a point where you say to yourself, you know what, I ain't doing that shit no more.
Oh, yeah.
Like Jesus, if you just let me, I mean, during my days when I was in the streets, them times I got pulled over, and I say, oh God, please don't let them have them dogs. Please don't let them have them dogs. Like, please, I swear I won't do it no more. Like,
just do better, man. Just do
better. That's all I'm trying to say.
Do better. All right. All right. We're gonna move on to the final topic of the day, because the shit is just hilarious to me. We're gonna end on some goofy, funny, well, not funny shit, but it's a real question. But in the news this week, they call her Brorilla, Gorilla's sister, one of nine.
Scarface.
They're really calling her Brorilla. This is really what they're calling
her. That's
her,
real.
because she's a stud, so they're calling her Brorilla. Yeah, they're calling her Brorilla. Is in the news today because they say because she says Gorilla does not help out her family and is not doing her part for the family, and she feels like the family is owed from Glorilla, because she's famous. I can't. You know what? Let me get this little off so we can see.
That's her sister.
That's the sister. Yeah. It looks like a The Game said it best. It looks. He said she looks like a. He said I ain't never seen a person that wasn't born yet, but is born. Like she's still in the fetus. I was like, damn, that is funny. But yeah, so she went on TMZ Live, and they was like, so how much do you think Glorilla should owe you guys? And she was like, about $2,500. $2,500 is what she said Glorilla owes her on there. And when she did it, people started giving her. Tory Lanez sent his people and gave her $2,500. Damn, what's that dude from Chicago? Slim, or was he like a Bones, something Bones. Skin Bones. He took her on the show and gave her money. So all these people are giving her money and shit. And then she made $4,000. She spent $3,200 of it on a new chain. She spent $3,200 on a new chain. Then she went on live and said, because of her interviews this week, she's made $200,000. And she's going to be a millionaire by March. So here's my thing. here's the question: do you owe your family if you make it? And especially when you see this nonsense and see what people doing with it, like if you made it, or let's say you're not rich and famous, let's just say you well off. Do you owe family members for things? What are your thoughts on this before we wrap up for the night? Anybody can jump.
I want to hear Miss Drea.
Yeah, I want to hear Drea first.
Yeah.
All right, guys. This is an interesting conversation. Let me tell you, my sisters, I believe, are tuned in right now. There's nothing that they can ask for that I am not willing to make sure that my sisters are handled. However, both of my sisters are hustlers. They make sure their shit is taken care of, and they ain't asking me for something that is out of this world. And let me throw my mom and my father in there as well. I am all about family, but the entitlement to think that what I have worked hard for automatically belongs to you, it's crazy. It's crazy. But I'm gonna answer your question. If I made it out, I'm gonna say what my man Bean said, Beanie Siegel, and I'm a Beanie Siegel fan. If I touch the 6, nigga, believe you gonna touch the 5. And that's it, and that's all. I'm gonna pass that on. But don't think that you're entitled to my shit.
You're not entitled to nothing. You're not entitled. Now, what you got tomorrow?
I agree. Ain't nobody entitled to nothing. And I'll tell you one thing. If they had what it takes, then they would be where I'm at too.
Right.
Some people don't got what it takes, and they are where they are. It's not my fault to hold myself back or to bring you up onto a place where you don't belong.
And you spending money on a chain?
She didn't even.
That's what I'm saying. She don't even belong up here.
She blew the money on bullshit right out the gate. Anyway, so clearly there's a reason you're not where Glorilla is. And two of her first of all, she takes care of her mother and daddy. This is I already knew this, even though who am I beefing with, Drea? Who is this I'm beefing with? Who is this I'm beefing with? You know I'm beefing with Crystal. No. This just no. Hey,
and she's fine.
It's a clean beef. It's a clean beef. Even though I'm agreeing with my ops right now, she takes care of her mother and father, and she has 2 of her siblings that actually lives with her and like works for her. So she's taking care of her people. Now she has 9 siblings. So some of that shit might not work out. I'm not obligated to like you just because you came out of my mama's womb. Like that's not a real thing.
Can I add to that real quick?
Go ahead.
Let's not forget there is a case opened up with her sister because she tried to pew her.
Oh, what? See, this is okay. So all this shit didn't come out. Like, this is all new. But I don't owe you anything from my hustle. I don't owe you anything from my hustle. Now, if I rock with you, like my siblings are like, if I rock with you, let's get it. But you gonna come with me, and we all gonna partake, and we all gonna have a play in it. I'm just not gonna give you my money just because. Like, and half these rappers aren't as rich as people think they are.
True.
So if you got 9 siblings, what I'm supposed to give you? I'm supposed to give you what you want, 500,000, and I'm gonna do that times 9. Like,
about millions and millions.
Yeah.
Right. And knowing that if I gave you 500,000, you're gonna go buy 100,000 G-Wagon right out the gate and blow it. Like, you're not gonna do nothing funny, like good with it.
Oh, stupid ass.
Let's be clear about family. Let me speak for myself. I don't want to speak for everyone. I come from very humble beginnings. Very humble beginnings. If you're in this right now, you grew up on 85th and Sangamon, you know what I'm talking about with humble beginnings. But listen, I have an older sister that's from my dad. She was a chief nursing officer of our hospital. I'm not going to put all her business out there. When she made it out, she inspired me so much that I knew that I was going to make it. And the way that my older sister made sure that I was okay doing everything. I'm going to shout her out, Salisa, if you're listening. She made sure that I was good no matter what, but she also made sure that I worked for what the hell I wanted. And my other older sister, Clarissa, if you're listening as well, bitch, you better get out there and get it and grind. And if you fall short, I got you. But you're not going to sit on your ass and think I'm about to take care of you.
Got to get it.
That's it.
Got to get it. So, ooh, all right. Hey, man, let me take this banner off. never been cussed out on my own show. This is crazy.
Yeah, this is good.
I feel the type of way. It's okay. Let me just hold on.
And while you're doing that, we have some comments in here that's saying that Glorilla actually clapped back and said that her sister actually tried to put her in jail.
Yeah, I put that up. Gina, we can read them out. Let's see. Gina says Gorilla clapped back, said his sister had put in jail and other BS, so it's more than we know. Let's see. We got Jennifer that says Bro-Rilla. I'm mad that that's her name. Not even trying to help her. She might let her keep the profits, sell some merch for your sister or something. Let's see.
My sister can sell some merch for me and keep some of the proceeds. You can't sit on your ass.
She's trying to say we besties now. No, we ain't gonna be besties now. You cussed me out on social media. That's digital and that's permanent. That's permanent receipts on the cuss out. And I didn't even do nothing. I was just chilling. So anywho, we'll talk about it. Anywho, hey, this was fun. This was a fun one. Before we go, because I'm about to wrap it, you gonna get your time, Drea. Hold on a second. I enjoy y'all. I appreciate y'all. Everybody, this motherfucker. Hold on. I'm sorry. I know it's your sister, but
she doubled down.
Relax. You need to relax. I know that's your sister, Drea, but relax. I can't kick viewers. I ain't got that much power yet.
You need to have her on the show because she
right.
Damn it, man. I'm getting attacked. Listen, no, it's all fun. I love the engagement. Thank you for engaging. Everybody that chimed in today, thank you for engaging. This was a great show, week in review. We about to pass it. You know how we do it. Let everybody know where we're gonna find you at, and we're gonna finish it out. And I got some big news to announce when it gets to me. So we're gonna start with Miss Shamar Ali. Tell the people where they can find you and let them know what they can come see you at.
All right, Shamar Ali, like y'all see on the screen, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook, and you also can find me on YouTube at The Story Hill Hood. And holla at me, like, subscribe, share. Thank you guys for having me on your show. Drea, it's a pleasure meeting you. I love meeting you. I love being on the show with you, and I can't wait to do more.
I know.
All right. Drea, aka Nike. What's up? It's been a while. Right. It's fun. You brought that heat. Tell the people what they need to know about you. Show that book. Let me bring you up on the stage. Show that book and let the people know where they can find that book.
Don't threaten me with a good time. I already put it in the chat. Hey guys. This is my guided journal, Empty Nest Full of Life, because again, I'm a mother of a 27-year-old. I have been through therapy, counseling, life coaching to try to understand what I need to do as a mama, parents and adults. But I wrote and curated a guided journal. You can get this on shopthebecoming.com. It's also available digital. I have candles, water bottles, all those things to curate an experience for you to dive deep. But you can also find me on Instagram at being_Drea. On Facebook, I'm on there as Drea Nicole. If you're following I Snuck in here or Surf Money, or I'm not going to say his government name, but if you're following Prince, aka Q, you can also find me on there. But listen, what you're tuning into is the movement, and you need to be on here every Thursday. Just sneak in here. You never know what you're going to come across. And it's going to be some big things cooking. I enjoy being here. And gentlemen, thank you for having me here. Shamara, I can't wait to network with you. It's some big stuff that I think is going to happen.
I'm looking at your stuff right now, girl.
Tomorrow, you absolutely got to get Drea on yours. Like
it's a done data. Even if you reaction, girl, we going to do something.
Yeah, you absolutely got to get that on there. And Certain money.
Yes.
Money. We can't be outdone by the females, man. You know why the people out here. They here for us, man. They here for us, man. Tell them about yourself.
Yo, man, you can find me. Oh no, you can find me at Cirque Money on all platforms. I don't like this part of the show because I don't like saying goodbye to the people. But this right here, what we got going on. Not only are we trying to be therapeutic towards one another, but towards ourselves. it ain't nothing wrong with voicing your opinion amongst, people you love and respect. Everything is all love. We love that people are joining in, the comments, and we just want to keep, we want to keep this going, man. We want to keep this good thing going.
Hey, man, I feel you, my boy. I feel like every episode gets something tweaks, something changes, something gets a little bit better every time. I feel like for the last few episodes, every time we ended, it was like, man, that was the best episode. Man, that was the best episode. And it's just doing those little tweaks that we're doing, engaging with good conversation. I don't want to agree with you all. I don't want to agree with you all, but I want to show the world that you don't have to agree with everybody to get along with everybody, to hear everybody's point of views. And that's how the world should work, because nobody's going to agree with everybody. That's just never going to happen. But if you're going to isolate yourself just because such and such thinks this and you think that, then you're never going to grow and you're never going to move forward in life. So get better with that as a people. I would just say what I'm excited about. Listen, March 5th, it's been a while. The ladies are taking over. She Snuck in here is returning. I know. I hate it. Because I don't like not being in control of my baby. But She Snuck in here is back on March 5th. We will be announcing. Look, I guess they're excited about it.
They're excited, yeah.
They're excited about it. And me and Cirque won't be on the screen. So my ops, hey, you want Quinn to shut up? I won't be able to say anything because I won't be there. That's all I can say. So, hey, y'all just tuned in to the I Snuck in Here podcast. I thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for sneaking in here. And when you sneak out, don't get caught by the cops.